Hello and welcome to this video. I've got a couple of donations to go through, and then but before we do that, I'm going to reveal the winner of the Pugh & Co coal wagon that I mentioned when I got all that donation stuff, and the trying wagons. So there it is, look, very nice looking. I tell you what, I'll dust that for you, look, because it's very dusty. So I did the random comment picker on the videos. There we go, it's all dust free now. So there's the Pugh & Co wagon, and the winner of that is Dansmodelrailways. Dansmodelrailways, if you're watching this, you've won that. Drop me an email. Email address is on screen, and I'll get that popped in. Oh, get back in. I'll pop that in the post to you next week at some point. And you've won that, Dansmodelrailways. Well done. And the trying wagons, the box of trying bits and pieces, was Caroline Rogers, 1057. Caroline Rogers, whose comment picked actually said that they would use them on their layout. So Caroline Rogers, you've got the trying wagons. The box is over there. I've not fetched it for the video, but Caroline Rogers, 1057, well done. Trying wagons and Dansmodelrailways. You have the Pugh & Co wagon. So these are a couple of donations that's been sent in. First one is all of this copper clad board. There's a note in there. Never going to use these, thought you might find a use for them. This is excellent. I will find a use for them, no doubt, when I'm doing my soldering, but I think there's probably more here than I'm ever going to use in a lifetime, but I do appreciate that. Look at that. I will use them. So cheers, Lee. Appreciate that very much. They'll go into this drawer down here where all my, all the plastic card and that's kept. So I do appreciate that. Now in this box, now I've not looked in this before now. I'm just going to move some of this out of the way because I've got some locos on the bench that are being worked on, so I need to be careful. Now this has been given to me by Julian, who sent actually bought a load of stuff over for me to service. Julian from Coventry, and it's all 1970s 1980s Hornby stuff, mint in box. I might do a video on servicing some of them. I've not started it yet, but I will do. I'll get around to it. So let's have a look in here. I've not actually looked in here yet, and right, I'll start with that. Oh cool, look, Smoky Joe. Do you know what, I've never actually owned, well, until now I've never actually owned a Smoky Joe. It's one of the few common Hornby things I've never had. That's in really good nick. Let's have a look, see. Do you know what, this battery's had it, I think. For a Duracell battery, that's crap. I've not had that long. Oh well, if it doesn't work, I'm sure I can get it going. A bit dusty, but yeah, Smoky Joe. I might do that on a video and chip it and get it on the garden. Yeah, cheers, Julian. Something I've never had. There's a couple of boxes. I'll have a look at those in a minute. There's a Pullman coach. A nameless Pullman coach, but I might have to get some transfers. Put that one as Mary because that's my nan's name, and they did have a Pullman coach called Mary. So brilliant. There's a Mark II in blue and grey, Trying Hornby Mark II, a little bit dusty. Oh, it's got the old lighting kit fitted, look, by the look of it. So that could make an interesting video just to try and reactivate that. I'll have a look in the box in a minute. Oh, and there's a Hornby Railways Mark III, Intercity Mark III for a HST. So I'll have a look in this little box first. Now in here is a tender unit for Ringfield Black 5 or a Princess. That's not, oh there we go. That's in good nick. Need to find a loco bit for it now. That'll be my mission at a toy fair or something. Find an 8F or a Black 5 to go with that. So yeah, cheers, Julian. Now let's have a look what's in this box here. Let's move that out of the way. I don't know if you can see them on camera, but that's being sound fitted for somebody, and this warship will feature in a future Trash to Track, which I'm doing. Now, what's in the box? Any guesses? Any guesses? Not you, Julian, because you already know. We've got a king. Oh, that's just a card from Nigel Wiggins Models. So it's a Lima King as well, I think. Let's have a look. Something else I've never actually had one of myself. I've done one for Trash to Track. I did a blue one, I think. It's not a bad model. It's ideal for the garden because I don't mind running things like this, because then if savage blackbirds or or kids play, you know, I can get it CD conversion on the motor and get it chipped and the kids can run it. So yeah, that's good. King George V, Great Western Lima King. So thank you very much, Julian, for that. They will make a good couple of videos there. That triangle lighting kit will be quite interesting to look at. Smoky Joe for definite, and that King. So thank you very much for those. And now the next box. This is it for today. Now this isn't all donations. Right, I'll had to edit that because the guy's phone number was there. Now this was left at the model shop by a chap called Uli. I hope I pronounced that right. Sincerely do. Now what he wants me to do is repair the V2s as I did in the Trash to Track a few weeks ago. So I'm going to do is I'll set them aside because that's for repair. But what he's actually donated to me is this Hornby Railways P2. It's a weathered P2, Cock of the North, and it's in slightly bashed condition, and it's been weathered quite heavily as well. So it's got a broken deflector. There's the main, oh, there's another V2 chassis there. So there's the main chassis block. Oh, I'm not sure. There's the wheel set, which is missing some crank pins. I'm just trying to work out what's missing so that goes in that way, like so. There's the motor. I wonder if I doubt whether this dud bloody battery is going to work, but oh, so the motor works. That's a start. And then you've got the pony wheel there, cylinders, but there is no base plate. The tender drawbars there. So what I might do, and there's a screw there as well. So what I might do is go through this, order up a base plate, which we need, some new rods, and see if we can't repair this. That would make, see, I like being donated things like this because that's going to make a cracking video, isn't it, for a Trash to Track. I need a base plate for that, a plate. I can make one of them out of plasticard though. So that P2, although it looks in pretty bad nick, it will need repainting. But I've got a P2 in LNER green. So what I could do is strip this down and paint it in a fictional livery. Do you know what I mean? Something like something they never carried. I don't want to move that because I don't want to break it. So yeah, I'm going to go through that, I think. I'm going to get another box. He says I've got loads of crap everywhere, but no boxes for anything. Let me move this a bit. Is this empty? Yeah, that sounds empty. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put this in a box on its own so that I don't get it mixed up with anything else. Oh. Cylinders. I don't want to break it more than it already is. Yeah, and I think I'm going to do an inventory and see what's missing on that, and get all the bits. Whoops. Get all the bits and do that as a trash. It's an ideal candidate. I mean, that would be great to see that running again. The state it's in now. I'm glad the motor works because they're quite hard to come by. So you got the pony truck, coupling, pony wheel, more cylinder. No, that's the valve gear detail, isn't it? I can't remember what it's called now. I really can't. Poppet lens valve gear. There's a washer, Another wheel, and then there's a tender drawbar at the bottom there. So yeah, I'm going to go through that and see if we can't get the bits to redo that. That's going to be an interesting rebuild, I think. So what I'll do is on the box I'll put cock up of the north, because that's what it is at the moment. So now I know what it is then. So I've got boxes and boxes of logos to do for track to track like this, peaks and God knows what. I've got enough repairs to keep me going for a couple of years at least. So what I'll do is I'll just empty this box, make sure there's nothing else in it that's, oh yeah, look, oh, there's still some more in it. So we've got, what have I got in here? I need to empty that on there really. Come on. Right, so there's a buffer there. There is a tiny screw, and that's it. That is not part of the P2. Most definitely not. Look at the size of the flange on that wheel. So I'll put all this in here, and then I'll go through it and get an inventory of what I need. So that's a good idea. And then the rest of this stuff is the V2. Sorry, not V2, V1, V3 tanks that Uli wants me to rebuild. So that comes to the end of that video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you again for sending loads of stuff in. Julian for the King and the Smoky Joe, Lee for the brass plates, Uli for the Cock of the North. I can't wait to do that. That's going to be a really good project. And don't forget, Caroline Rogers 1057, you've won those Triang wagons, and Highbury Model Railway, you've got the Pugh & Co wagon special edition Pugh & Co winner. So thanks very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye for now.